What up, YouTube? It's your man, Beefy Big Guns. We out here! Woo! Breathe it in. It's garden time. And I haven't really showed a lot of gardening stuff on this show because I just lacked confidence in it. I'm not a master gardener. I am learning as I go. That said, I think I'm really good at growing peppers. I've heard people around the internet say that peppers are hard for them, and I don't know. I might as well try to shed some light on it and show you how I do it, because we're batting basically 1,000 on the transplant this year for sure. We eat a lot of peppers at the house, so we love supplementing in the summer when we can and just grow a bunch of them. They grow great in pots. Home Depot, the plants this year are $6 a crack. Outfitting any kind of garden is hundreds of dollars overhead. Transplanting peppers, I'm pretty good at it. I'm confident to show you how I do it. Let's get it. Every single one of these plants in here has been started and done in the method that I'm about to describe. When you think about these being $6 each at the store, things get real different. Big jalapenos, serrano, pepperoncinis, Anaheims, habanero, bell peppers, a lot of bell peppers. When I go full through with the transplanting process, every single one of these is living this year. Every one of them. After the first transplant. I'll show you what I'm talking about. Alright, here's how we're doing our seedlings. Miracle Grow, not a sponsor. Organic Choice moisture control potting mix. So we're using potting soil. This was stuff that we found for $9 a bag for a 50-quart bag at Costco. That was way cheaper than going to other places that I looked at. We're taking that soil and filling up a 3.5-inch cup like this. And it was filled to the top, but then we wet it down. That's getting your pot ready for the transplant. Bam! Couple grow lights and a little bit of heat later, we got plants that look like this. Now, these are cayenne peppers. What I want to do with these is make like my own cayenne vinegar sauce. As you can see, we're trying to get the seeds worked into corners, so we didn't do great with this one. But this one, this one, this one, they all should have their own little hemisphere of roots. And that's important because we're gonna be freeing all these plants from each other at this point now and transplanting them into our pots down here. Alright guys, I got these things dripping wet. You want them to have a good drink before you do this, for sure. What I want to do is spin them and get this whole root ball out. This is the tender part of the entire process. What we have to do is get all of these to loosen up down here in the roots. And these will be pretty root bound right now. Start by pushing in on the corners and getting them to start loosening up a little bit. And if they start falling like that, that's actually a good thing. Now, you've got to protect it, but that means that one has got pretty much its own hemisphere right by its root ball. That's a good thing. We're going to be able to get that one moved over. So see, I'm pinching this with my fingers, with my 2 fingers. I got one over here. But the key part right now is we got these roots. This is what I mean by root bound. They're stuck together down here. And so we got to just try as gently as we can to pull those apart, just like that. That was really good. I hope that showed up well on camera. I was watching what I was doing with my fingers. But now we got these 2, right? So let's figure out where this one goes. This one, whoa, unfortunately does not have that big of a root system. I'm happy we saved those on the bottom. You can see this is a really important part of this plant right now. There's some roots up here for sure in this part, but we got to save that. You get your little 3x3 cup, you put a crater in it. I think you can see that. Crater it out. You take the plant, you drop it in straight. You get the roots underneath it. Start pinching it in. You pinch it in. You pinch it in. You don't want to bury too much stem on peppers. So what we're doing is just kind of slowly tamping this down, making sure we get that root ball completely covered in dirt. And that's a repotted plant. That's got its own environment now. That's exactly what it needs. So now we got the two biggest ones, big root balls. We're just going to slowly massage in the parts that are stuck together. Just barely touch it. I'm pressing up from the back, kind of like earthquaking it. Kind of like earthquaking it. Yeah, there it is. Look at the root balls on these suckers. These are awesome. Crater it out.
Yeah.
Root ball in. Please don't hurt the plants, Elsie.
Yeah.
Pinch it down. Get it pinched. Pinch it. Down on the edges. In on top with dirt. Bam. Just like that. Nailing these. Done. Nice and wet soil. Big crater. Get that root ball just flowing right in on top of itself. Just like that. Look at that. Oh, that's perfect. Feed it. Pinch. Pop it down. If you press too hard into the roots, you're going to tear them up. You want the dirt to kind of be dissipating your fingertip pressure. Pop it down on the sides. Boom, 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 boom. That's another $6 plant right there. By the time I actually want to plant in May, that's going to be a $6 plant. It's not right now. And yeah, they're maybe a little bit behind what the ones at the store are, but who cares? All right. We're not done when the plants are in there. We got to really take some good care of them here still. Sink on spray mode. Get in on the side of them and hose them good. Fill them up like that. Move on. Hit each one twice. We want a little water in the bottom of the tray. That's all going to soak in. We're going to get some water built up on the bottom, and that's really going to help those roots. The problem that we've had the most with transplanting stuff is that we let it get too dry. The soak after it's in the soil is extra important. Let it soak in nice and slow, get to all the roots, and have a little bit on the bottom so the roots have a chance to access that water as it starts to dry out on top. You don't want them to sit in the water for days on days on days. It's a 1 day, 2 day thing. Once that has happened, the plants should be looking good. They should be sprung up. That's what it's supposed to look like in the end. So that's the pepper transplant. I'm not saying you have to do it this way. I'm just saying it's working for us at a really good percentage. Once they get up from being a seed, we're batting 1,000 this year. There's a lot of prep work that goes into this stuff sometimes. But now that I got a venison on camera, or kind of on camera, a turkey on camera, man, I got so much stuff that I can't wait to show you this year. The show's coming full circle. We out here. I'll catch you on the next one.